Okay, Lord have mercy. What do we have here? Crazy Cowboy Watchmaker coming at you in the shop. Customers just left. Woo, Lord have mercy. We were having some fun in here. And I've got 3 Accutrons. I've got this one. And I'll tell you a little story about this one. My preacher died at the church, Pastor Hill. And Dad went all the way to Dallas, picked this thing up. And his family gave me this Accutron. So I'm going to restore it. Now, I've got a customer that has an Accutron right here. It's not humming. This is a tuning fork movement. And we've got a coil, a couple magnets. We've got a circuit board here and a battery. And this thing hums. It makes this 360 cycles per second. And so that makes the second hand very perpetual. So in the 70s, they made these things. But if you'll look right here, we've got a weight and a weight, and this arm goes all the way back to here. It's a big horseshoe, and it comes all the way back to here. We got paw fingers right here, little bead jewels, and one holds tension, the other one pushes as it vibrates. The problem was when they designed this thing is all the weight is on one side of the watch. So when the weight is this away, it runs a little faster, maybe 10 seconds a day. And when the weight is this away from gravity, it runs a little slower. So they could never get these things to run perfectly just because of gravitational forces. And so this thing hums. It's a tuning fork movement. And the way they say tuning fork is if you take a tuning fork, boom, and it vibrates. Well, that makes the 360 teeth on this little beryllium wheel right here spin because it's got all these 2 little jewels in the paw fingers. It's the phasing process. It's actually a 10-step process to get that thing phased because you got to get the tension right. You got to get the other one just angled just correctly. And we have all right here in this little hole, we have all these adjustments to get this thing in phase. And no matter what you do, these tuning fork movements do not keep time. So back in middle 70s, maybe late 70s, they just decided to give up. But I restore them, and these particular watches, normally a quartz watch runs on 1.55 volt. 1.55 volts is basically what all quartz watches run on. This particular movement runs on 1.35 volts. So you've got to have either a transistor or you've got to have a battery that has a little computer chip in it, and it's basically a little transformer, and it drops the voltage down to 1.35. And so a lot of people will go ahead and put a 1.55 volt in there, and yeah, it'll hum, but it ain't right, and it won't keep time, and it's really frustrating for everybody. So anyway, I picked this one up. This is one that I found in my drawer, and I put a battery in it, and 1.35, guess what? It hums. It goes, now it's not working because I got to get all these gears out of here and I got to clean them. And I got these coils and these little arms and the little circuit board, you've got all kinds of electronics in this little sucker, but this one hums. This one does not. So I haven't done a whole bunch of diagnostics on this circuit board, and it could be something simple. We've got a diode, we got a capacitor right there, we got a computer chip, we got a transistor, we got some coils, we got electricity, we got magnetism, and we have tuning fork. And what's crazy about this, right here on these tuning forks, if you'll look, there's weights. So they put these little weights on here, and you can turn them out, you can turn them in, you can go left, you can go right, and you can actually make the weights help the watch keep time. In any case, they don't make them anymore, and I've got my work cut out. Actually, I have 3 of them. I'm going to make one good one for my good friend Lee. All right, so I had this horse named Samson. All right, so I told the Billy Orr snake story. So Daisy almost got struck. The bucket flipped over. A big old rattlesnake was out there. I knew it wasn't the one that, lived in the barn because he's a friend. Had him by the head, and he wrapped around my arm, and then he started pulling his head. He just started pulling, And I'm like, oh no, if he ever gets his head out, he's got me. Billy drops down. He just grabs the dirt. And he starts going, and I'm like, oh, he's not going to even take him off. So I run over and took him off. So I told that story. But Billy's horse was named Samson. And I had bought the doggone horse. We had taken it to Carl. We spent almost a year training it. The darn thing was just beautiful. He was, I mean, to tell you, he had a beautiful, beautiful mane. And he was a lineback done. And his tail was just amazingly beautiful. Big, bushy, I mean, just all the way to the dirt. And I never thought about it. And I should have asked Carl. I never thought about it, but I mean, his tail actually drug the ground. Well, we trained the horse and we got him tracking and we got him, neck roping. Neck roping is where you just rope, and then the knot roping. Actually, I should have said knot roping. You put a knot in the rope and then the calf spins around and runs off. I mean, the thing that never closes down on the calf's neck. So we knot rope. We got him tracking, we got him rating, we got him in the box, we got him all ready. Put the net rope on him, put the keeper on him, put the rope on him. I mean, we were doing good. Well, Billy didn't know how to ride a horse. And it was kind of up to me to make sure the sucker, was ready to go. And so the very first time I roped a calf and tied down a calf, and of course, you rope the hay bale, you drag the little sled, it's got a hay bale on it with the little head, and you flip the hay bale out and you run down and pretend to tie, and all that's good for the horse, right? And you teach him to back up and keep that rope tight. And so we'd done all that. So the very first day I was like, all right, Billy, your horse is ready. Let's do it. Beautiful day. Got some calves, not very big. Let's put them in the catch pen. We'll run them around and shoot. And Evan's there, and I've got everything ready. And I think Samson's ready to go. He's ready to rope. We're gonna tie one down. I mean, that's how you do it. We done tied down hay bales for almost a year. He's worked the rope. I mean, he's rated, he's tracked, he's scored, he's done everything he's supposed to do. But Samson had this massive tail that just drug the ground. I thought it was beautiful. And I got in the box, and boy, that calf, he's just a little pup. I mean, just a little pup. He wasn't even gonna run real hard. And about, 200 pounds. And Evan's looking at me and he goes, Dad, you ready? And I was like, yeah. All right, so I put my rope up here. Boy, I got my picking string, got the neck rope, got the keeper, got the saddle, got the horse. We're ready to go. And bam, Evan opens the gate. And away we go. And boy, I just pull up there. I just about 2 swings, just throw a little loop. The old calf ain't even hardly running. Just jerk that slack and kind of weigh it off and say, bump old Samson. Everything's perfect. I mean, Samson is doing everything right. I wait off, and as soon as I wait off, Samson starts working the rope, just like we taught him with the hay bale. Except he steps on his beautiful tail. It goes up under him because his butt's down up against the ground. He's throwing down an 11 with the call, back feet, making 11 in the dirt, and he's starting to back up. And when he's starting to back up, he's got this tail, this beautiful tail that I wasn't even thinking about. It got right back up underneath his feet, and he stepped on the tail. Now he is tucking his butt, and Samson did a complete backflip. I was about hanging on to the side of the saddle, and me and Samson went over, and the calf was at the end, which luckily Evan come out of the chute and run down there and grab the calf, because the calf's gonna run around. And Samson had basically just flipped over backwards because he had stepped on his tail and just basically wrecked the whole run, is what I call it. In any case, I wasn't in the way. I just kind of stepped off. Samson went back, and then Samson rolled over and he goes, and I've got the saddle, I've got the calf on the end. I said, hey, Ev, just unloose, just take him off. So I got the rope off, I got the keeper off, I got the reins off, everything was all tangled up, and his tail was just up underneath him. And poor Samson was just in a big ball right there in the dirt, all bound up. And he was just making this noise just like Billy Hort did when I accidentally threw that snake on him. So the moral to the story is, if you have a beautiful horse with a beautiful tail and you think it's so pretty, and you're going to rope a calf and you have taught that horse to back up, more than likely the horse is going to step on the tail.